Play fake, now Fields to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down. Back in his own 6-yard line. Field breaking through to get the sack.
Will be captain obvious right here. Now this starts to look offensively. Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They run with a former Panther. It's D'Onta Foreman. Down the right sideline. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Fields. Will throw that one away. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the Trash Man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. York able to send this one through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Mayfield. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. That one too wide and incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And they're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Bucs first down by a good couple of yards as they end up getting 6 there on 4th and 4. They'll roll him out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Bucs had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our
pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Mayfield to throw it. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Well, this defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Foreman's going to get it again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here now, 3 yard. Out of the gun, Fields. huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Run past the 30-yard line there. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 8. Mayfield now from the 50. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Mooney. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now it's blocked. The Bucs pick it up, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this and we'll have to wait and see. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Here's Mayfield. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Here's a diving catch right side. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Fighting his way through contact. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going into halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets, they say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, never get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm being looked up, down with the big crown. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck. Home made way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like it's Saturn. This feel like splitting an atom. We got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and let y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it.